well met. Have a good one.
How are you? Off with you. Hello.
Great to meet you. Safe travels. Greetings. Safe travels.
Lovely. Lovely. mana. Doesn't matter, we have a DK on our team, our midst. Hey, what's up, Zalzin? Yes, I am in the Outlands. Well, I'm out of mana. Maybe I should have grabbed the shield with mana regen on it. I might want to push mana regen, actually, a little bit, while I'm just leveling. Just sitting down and drinking is too slow.
Lovely.
This DK is just crushing people. He just did the quest and left group. See ya, buddy. Man on a mission.
Lovely.
Well met. Light bless you.
What brings you here? Be careful.
You just reaching level 28? Cool. Yeah, I'm just doing these quests.
Lovely.
Hey, what's up, boss? Yep, finally in the outlet.
Lovely. Lovely.
No, this is not the PvP realm. This is Maladath. Fresh start PvE. PvP would have been too toxic.
Lovely.
No, no, this is full protection. I am full protection.
Lovely. Lovely.
And I'm 58, currently level 58.
Lovely. Lovely.
I can't remember where all that gets here. I can't get Dreaming Glory, can I now? What is it now?
Lovely. Lovely.
Hmm. Mm. I want to just AoE to maybe level 60 and then come back to some of these quests. I'll fly through them a little bit quicker. We'll see. There's how much XP we get on some of these. That's not a lot of XP. Next one is though.
King's honor, friend.
Oh. Shit. Spell power, yeah, I do need the mana regen intellect. Actually, this is really good, actually.
For the Alliance.
I did, hey Blue, I'm talking to someone in the stream chat. Hey Chris, I did a lot of grinding, a lot of AoE farming, and I did questing too. I didn't do a lot of dungeons, I did a few. I probably only ran about maybe 6 dungeons from 1 to 60, or 1 to 58, where I am currently. I probably only ran maybe 6 or 7 dungeons. So it's mostly just questing and just AoE farming.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
I'm gonna zoom the camera out just because of the Fell Reaver. Loves to walk through here, so.
Lovely.
Yeah, they're dangerous at that level, but
Yeah,
not too bad to
Lovely.
solo at mine.
not dangerous now at your level.
Lovely.
I'm very weak, Blue. I tried to kill a bunch of level 60 mobs earlier, and I got my ass handed to me. I didn't die though.
Yeah, I think the whole solo and blood furnace thing really didn't even like most people didn't even attempt it until 62 anyhow. So it may just be something you have to wait until you're close to the level of the elites to begin with.
Well, one guy said in stream chat earlier today, said at 63 he was doing it on a paladin, so he was doing it at 63. But of course, I was like 57 or 58 when I tried it, so
Yeah,
it's a big difference.
a little bit harder.
Plus, he obviously at 63 probably had much, because you get a lot of good gear. I mean, just like this chest piece I just got. I mean, it's like 300 more armor, it's got spell power, mana, it's stamina, strength, all kinds of stuff. Like my armor right now, I'm at 58. Oh, and I replaced my shield. The shield I had was 1500 armor. So when I replaced my shield, I gained 1000 armor. So, stuff like that.
No more green shield.
No, yeah, the green tower is gone. I've been wanting to replace that shield for about 15 levels. Just couldn't seem to find a shield.
Or you still have it loaded?
Which one?
You
Lovely.
still have the weak order that you created for it?
Yeah, I still have the weak aura, yeah.
Lovely.
I'd
It just-
suggest either turning it off, just to, like, I don't think it would really matter, but it is a little bit of memory usage.
It's not a weak aura, though. It's a MSBT trigger.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know how that affects things then.
Yeah, I could probably turn that off in MSBT. It's simple enough. Going to
Yeah, just
triggers.
lately I've been trying to figure out how to
There, off.
reduce any memory usage.
Yeah.
Add any effect, but things load faster. It's always nicer.
Yeah, for sure. And it does make a difference. Like, I can always tell, like, instantly if I go into my client and it's not running right. I can tell instantly, like, oh, okay, this isn't right.
Yeah.
What's saying lovely? Okay, lovely is when my Flurry Axe procs. So when my Flurry Axe here procs an extra attack, it'll say lovely. It'll do the British girl's voice and it'll say lovely. Just means that I procced an extra attack with Fury X. If you can do AV, that's good for a few levels aside from Dungeon Grind. Yeah, AV. I haven't tried doing AV. I don't know what the queue times are. Blue, what are the queue times on AV? You've probably done them.
Right now, because it's AV weekend, it's sub 1 minute.
Should I be doing AV? I probably should, shouldn't I?
Well, at your level, I don't know the queue times because I only know the 60 or 61 plus queues.
Mhm.
I don't know where the cutoff point is.
Mm-hmm.
But
Lovely.
you will be going against the vast majority of 70s in full brutal gear.
Oh, so I'm just gonna get stomped, basically.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there are people that have done it from like 60 to 70 and like were able to buy like 6 pieces by the time they hit 70, but it's like borderline torture because you can't help anything. Like you're mostly a warm body
Lovely.
to dissuade somebody if they just see like 5 or 6 people up there and don't know the levels. But
Right, yeah. And according to Asmongold, people were getting banned. Did you see that?
yeah, I've heard it, and
I don't know how real that is, but
the whole thing, and you can report people AFK, but
Yeah.
it sends a notification to the players. So I have no real sympathy for it because they get notified. And
Yeah.
they move or do something. So
Yeah.
people that are really getting banned, I think, and I feel
Are-
95% certain on this, are people that are truly AFK. So
They're truly FK. Yeah.
I just don't care.
It's good for leveling. Yeah, probably good for leveling. I want to do the quest just because I want to get reputation, because I'm sure there's going to be probably some stuff I may want from rep. Right, maybe? What do you think?
Kind of. So, I do have a vast majority of PvP gear because that's like, it's a super easy way to get a major jump up in equipment, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? So, there's that to begin with, and then there are technically PvE pieces, and especially as a tank, there are PvE pieces because avoidance is not a PvP thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can get crit immunity, but that doesn't make that's not everything for a tank by a long shot. So
Yeah.
there are definitely pieces in certain raids, but having a full brutal set or even some pieces of brutal
Lovely.
is really helpful, especially your weapons and like your main hand and your shield are a really big boost for that way.
Yeah, I definitely want to get him. You want me to see your outline quest for the cash grab at 70? Oh, so he's going to fly through the quest at 70 and just breeze through them for quick money.
Yeah, I've heard of people getting like 4,000 or 5,000 gold that way. And that'd be a good way to get epic flying. But
Maybe
now
I'll... Well, yeah. Yeah.
epic flying is reduced by honor hold rep.
Hmm.
So it might be suggestible to, like, if you were to try to, like, quote unquote optimize it the best way, you'd run the dungeons to get rep to honored and then quest
Hmm.
to get a rep as high as you can.
Yeah. So should I? I guess after all that, should I really try Navy? I mean, just to see how much XP I would get. The thing is, how long do they last? Are they quick AVs? That's really the question. And
So at most it's gonna last about 25 minutes, but I'd say on average it's maybe 8 to 12 minutes
Okay, well, let's
from the
see.
point that you actually load into AV to the point
Yeah.
that you finish. You see the shield I linked you?
Yeah, I did. I'm drooling. I was drooling over it. I was like, yeah, I would like that.
Essentially, it's like,
Look at the size of it.
yeah, it's a huge shield. I still actually prefer the shield off Kill Jade, and I forget, like, the Azeroth shield wall or something like that, the spike.
Hmm.
But anyhow, it's pretty much like it's better than most shields that you can get until you get to like Black Temple, maybe Mount High Jaw.
So battle. Okay, so I'm gonna queue Altrock Valley. There's no group sound if you can't. So how does this work? No group sound. Or do I have to go to an actual a Battle Master?
You have to go to a.
I have to go to a Battle Master, don't I? Okay, all right. There's one in Shatrath, I assume.
Yes.
All right. Haven't been to Shatrath yet. Yeah, I'll have to go to Shatrath, yeah. I'm a noob. I don't know these things. Right outside the outdoor. Yeah, I remember where the PvP guys are for, like, as I used to do tons of arena. So. But you can see I'm still getting really fast XP just killing these undead here. Like, my XP bar is still flying. What am I getting? Let's take a look. We're still getting 826 XP per kill on these guys, which is really good, actually.
Yeah, you'll probably have a sharp drop off once you hit 60, just because
Yep.
that'll be when the XP changes. But
That's what I'm thinking. But if I can get to 60 pretty quickly, it'll make these quests go by a lot easier.
we ended up finishing Black Temple today with
Nice.
22 people at the end,
Mm-hmm.
so not too bad. We're probably going to try to finish up Sunwell, the last 3 bosses tomorrow, with about 22 to 25 people.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
You keep dying your toes. You keep dipping your toes into solo farming Blood Furnace. I can't. I tried that, but those mobs just absolutely kicked my ass. But I tried at level 57, so with like crap gear. So yeah, it didn't work out too well for me. Where's the? I keep wondering where the Fell Reaver is. Yeah, well, we're not far. I can farm out to 59 here pretty quickly. So, like, I just swung by and grabbed my mobs. That's all right. He probably came from that direction, so he killed all those. That's fine.
When I was fully raid buffed in Sunwell, they have, the priest gets stamina buff, but
Mm-hmm.
I was at 19k HP
Lovely.
and
Mhm.
fully raid buff.
Yeah.
23k armor.
Lovely.
23k armor. Nice. Yeah, I mean, DKs... I'm sorry, but DKs are way overpowered. This DK was level 59,
Lovely.
and I was killing some mobs. He came in, and he was absolutely annihilating mobs. Just... He'd swing his weapon like twice, and everything just died. And I was like, what the fuck?
Well, they come with gear that's like level 66 equivalent. Like, I was still using many of those pieces at 70 because I just hadn't had an opportunity to find anything better.
Right. Yeah, well, he was definitely doing like 3 times. I would say he was... I wouldn't be surprised if he was doing about 3 times my damage. It was like that good. Actually, we can probably find out. Let's see. Oh, no, not that much. He was 440 DPS and I was 325. So,
What was his damage from?
most of his damage was just melee damage.
What was his other abilities?
Icy Touch, Death Coil, Death Strike were his next 3. Frost Strike. But Icy Touch was his next. So he was just spam. But it just seemed like the mobs were just melting when he was hitting them.
Frost build. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't have a Howling Blast in there. Did he?
Mm-mm. No Howling Blast. He obviously was a noob. But you know, like you said, he was 58, I was 58. Obviously his gear was probably far superior to mine because, like you said, the DK kind of starting gear.
Yeah, I didn't even take any of the quest gear at the beginning at all.
Yeah. Well, this sucks. Remember when I was playing earlier today, there was just like nobody in the zone. Now there's like, every time I go to a place, there's people here, damn it.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that in Isle of Called to the Lost when I was doing the dailies. I started to see more and more people show up. I'm like, ugh, I have competition for mobs now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely.
Ah, they keep knocking me off my horse. Damn you!
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
No. This is a Guild Wars 2 UI. It's an add-on called Guild Wars 2 UI that makes your game look like basically Guild Wars 2. I'm always amazed when people ask me, where did that come from? Like, they must not have played Guild Wars 2, I guess. Because it looks just like Guild Wars 2.
Lovely.
Spawn timer's working good for me here. Pretty decent spawn rates. Clean is what I like. I like a clean UI. We're almost getting close to 59. So funny, like Blue, when I was leveling from 55, like 55 to 56 was fairly quick. 56 to 57 was really slow, like really slow. I was like, holy shit, this is slow. And then when I got almost 57, I said, there's no way I'm going to do another level from 57 to 58. I said, I'm going straight to the Outland, and of course that was a great decision. Going 57 to 58 was probably about 3 times faster than what it would have taken me doing just quests in like Western Plaguelands or something. In fact, if I'd known how fast it was going to be, I almost would have came out at 56. But I'm not sure how easy. I mean, these mobs here, I probably could have done at 56. Next time, if I was going to level again, I definitely would do that. I would come to this zone at 56. So we can go grab these quests over here real quick. As well, and then we should have quests up here too, right? Yeah. Yeah, you know, so I went to watch the football game, you know, and this is what I hate more than anything about football, is that you wait so long to get to the season, and you're like all excited. I got my players are all healthy, and then you lose like your best player, like your first game. I hate that shit. Like T.J. Watt for the Steelers, like torn pectoral muscle. Guy could be out the entire year, right? It's like he's your best player, you know. It's just such a blow to your team, you know. It's like God. Whatever. I'm like, well, they won that game, but that could have won many more if they. Oh, and also the running back who was like first round draft pick a couple years ago. He also injured as well. So I'm like, your best running back, your best defensive player, injured out.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
This guy just flew by and took both of the. I just killed 4 Hellboars just so I could loot some of these gears off the ground, and by the time I killed all 4, this asshole on a flying mount had flown by and picked him up. You jackass. I hate that crap. It's like, what? You know, because he's got a flying mount. Like, you know what I mean? He's doing what the guy in the stream chat was saying. He probably just didn't bother doing the quest now. He's like, now that I'm 65, I'll go back and do it with flying mount. Hey, what's up, Cerrone? How's it going, man? How's it going? Need to go make myself a soda. We're gonna get to a little bit of a grind session going on here.
You got my attention.
A job for the penitent man.
Watch your back.
Or the intelligent man.
Can I help you?
Souls. You're 50 gold away. He's like 50 gold away from being that guy. And I'm like, yep. Yep. You're sitting here grinding out at like level 58 and some jackass 65 flies in and just grabs everything. You're like, wait a minute. Oh, man. Who's this quest? Might be around back. Maybe not.
say to you?
Ah, yes, the mysteries of the night.
What brings you here?
You need something?
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, you can get flying at 60, so gotta save that 275 gold.
How much is it?
It's I think it's like something. It's not quite 275. It's like 225 for the training and 4250 for the mount.
Okay, well, I've got 178 currently, so hopefully we'll.
When you get 60, let me know. You need
you get, I still owe you 20 gold. remember you gave me 40 gold? I think I sent you 20. Oh, man.
Yeah, I loaned somebody 600 gold the other day.
Jeez.
But they gave it back because they were 70. So,
Oh, yeah.
but I've been trying to save up for my epic flying, which is still a ways off, which is why I'm
Mhm.
actually doing loans. So
Yeah.
I'm at 1711 right now.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Pisses me off. I got exalted with one of the reps from the island called the Lost,
Mhm.
and I wasn't paying attention. And one of the quests is to donate 1,000 gold.
Oh, really?
I-
Oh, and you just went ahead and clicked it?
Yeah.
And it's like.
So I put in a ticket and I haven't heard anything back. I'm hoping that they'll
Yeah.
reverse it, but I'm not really holding my breath.
Yeah. I don't know what this warrior's doing. He's trying to, like, kill mobs and pull them down as he's going. I guess he's in a hurry. I don't even know what this quest is. Do I need to kill these? Yeah, I do need to kill these guys, so it's actually a good idea we actually kill these guys. I'll reset them. Oh, somebody's mana burning me. Somebody is mana burning me. Nothing worse than getting mana burned as a paladin. You know, so you have somebody. It's hard enough keeping mana on a paladin than someone that they freaking mana burn you. You can't use that item. Oh, I can't even use that. I'm not high enough level to
Yeah,
use filtered draining water.
The main tank I usually run with is a paladin, so he gets pissed off that he sometimes can't get aggro off me and just constantly taunts because he runs out of mana.
Who is Teoshox? I don't remember who that is.
That's Zolson.
Is that Zolson? Oh yeah, that's right. Because he had a different character with a different name.
He had Zolson, that was the
Yeah, Zolson.
shaman.
And then you changed it, huh?
He went paladin.
Oh, I missed the part where he went paladin. Wasn't he the shaman?
I don't
What
remember
level was it?
exactly when.
Well, he was 20. Was character that's 21 must have been the paladin then. Okay, all right. I think he just told me that he was 21. I didn't know that his name had changed. Zolson, you change his characters so fast.
Well, he's been on the paladin pretty consistently.
Has he?
'Cause
Okay.
he got a shaman up to 13 or 14, and then he switched to paladin. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been a decent amount of time.
Cool. Cool.
He's getting up there,
He is.
getting close to time for STV.
Lovely. Lovely.
Alright, so this quest I think is done.
Here there.
When this mine's a rockin', don't bother knocking.
Off with you. Interest you on a pint?
Alright, I'm level 59 now. And...
Yeah, sometimes it feels a little weird because of my gear level. I'll go into a heroic as DPS, and it's like, oh, more HP than the thing by like 2 or 3k.
Yeah, I know. You feel kind of like you don't feel bad. You feel good about where you are, but you feel sorry for the tank almost. You're like, oh, geez, poor guy.
Yeah, because I
Poor
know the
guy.
tank's not gonna be able to hold aggro off me, but I'm also not worried because the mobs aren't gonna hurt me. So it's like, I don't care.
So you just like let it ride.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing that I really appreciate about Mythic Plus is the like dungeons tend to really fall off once you get into like the second or third rating tier.
Okay, well, I've never would experience that. I've never done Mythic Plus ever, so I wouldn't even know.
It's essentially just a harder
Yeah.
dungeon
Lovely.
with a few extra things thrown in. Usually, so they usually alternate. So there's usually 4 extra mechanics at most,
Mm-hmm.
and the first one that comes into play is always one of 2 things. So for 1 week, it's one thing, and then it switches. And it's either
Yeah.
the bosses are harder or the trash is harder. One of the 2.
Gotcha.
And then after that, it's different affixes that do different things depending on exactly what they wanted for that season. But and over like just the key level itself. So if you always start with like a mythic 0, and that's a certain difficulty just above heroic,
Mm-hmm.
and then every key level they get increased health and damage.
Did you see that I changed my character's look? I have a different face and different hair. And you know my paladin always has the same like short white hair, like always. And I was like, you know what? Let's make her look a little different.
A lot of times or at least sometimes I think you have a helmet on, so I don't even always notice it.
Sometimes I put the helmet on just to make because early on your character looks so ugly, like the gear you get's like this mismatched, just
Yeah.
collage or a hodgepodge, and so I'll put on the helmet and stuff and pull the Zolson, which is basically what Zolson loves to do, which is to make his characters look just hideously ugly. I swear he gets off on it.
Lovely. Lovely.
All right, got that quest done. I guess I should sign my talent point, shouldn't I? Oh, we still can't get Hammer of the Righteous. One next level we'll get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, next level we get it.
that's when he's really started becoming AoE king.
Yeah, it definitely is gonna help. And I know in my old days of playing back in the original, I used Shift D of all keybinds for it. Kind of a weird keybind. Actually, I could change it, and what I could do, well, normally,
Lovely. Lovely.
because I have D being Blessing of Sanctuary, and Shift D is like cast Blessing of Sanctuary on my target. So I don't know. Well, I may have to come up with a different keybind. Think about that. But I'm pretty sure Shift D was the one I used to always use. I think it's not. I'm trying to remember what the cooldown is on it. You can't cast it like in all the time. You cast it like every maybe 4 seconds or something.
Which piece? Or which thing?
The Hammer of the Righteous or whatever. The Mastermind.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing here for me.
How generous.
Yeah, funny enough though, what that DK that you were talking about could do, I think a ret at that same level, possibly needing the same gear level, would have done better, much better, actually. Just because they don't really have like their rune system, and so all of their stuff is almost an initial upfront burst. Like you just hit one right after the other, and then you wait with the cooldown.
Yeah.
So it just comes up really strong immediately, and then you gotta wait a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Lovely.
I've always hated this quest. The underground worms that you have to kill. It's such an annoying quest.
Lovely.
I agree. Especially, or at least when I was doing, they seemed to be bugged in that if you moved away, they wouldn't relocate.
Well, this one here was
Holy.
literally... I had consecration on the ground. This one's dug under the ground. He went under the ground right under that, ended by consecration. And he didn't aggro. I'm like, how is he not aggroing? He just went right through my consecration. So I don't know
Yeah,
what that's all about.
They're a little buggy because I remember they,
Yeah.
or at least in retail, they're supposed to move. But like if you move too far away, they'll actually move. They may try to shoot at you a couple of times, but
Lovely.
they will chase
Yeah.
you. But when I was doing, it, they wouldn't chase you. They'd just stand there and wouldn't even fast at you. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, his one's definitely glitched because he's kind of warping almost, it looked like. I don't know, weird.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, but I gotta go get myself a soda. I'm dragging right now. That's what happens when you drink beer and watch football earlier in the day. At least at my age. Then I'm dragging. Alright, I'm gonna take a run to the kitchen real quick and make a drink. 50 gold away from being that, yeah. So yeah, I wonder what my gear, like which pieces I need to. Well, gloves. I need gloves, bracer, shoulders probably. Probably won't replace my Flurry X for a little bit. Like I always said, it usually lasts me until about 63. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. Coca-Cola. Greatest invention ever. Okay, so yeah, I've got a lot of quests here. Stupid worm quest, even though I absolutely hate it. If I could just pull like 10 of them at once, I'd be happy. Well, they'd probably kill me.
Yeah, I wish.
Probably kill me though.
Well, you wouldn't be able to group them up all that well, and then they'd probably do that thing where they just don't move.
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
It's a little weird. The server is still new enough that there's I'd say probably a vast wave is about your level.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe a little too higher, but they're in Outlands.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm seeing more and more dungeon spam for normal PC dungeons.
Right.
But there's still so few people that are at 70 and that are running some of the heroics and raids and whatnot that I know most of their names. It's like, oh, I remember leveling with you.
And they're so far behind you. Oh my god. You mean the ones that are at? You mean the ones that are at 70 are the ones you know? So you did level with them.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Lovely.
That's good though. I mean, that's the way the server should be. I mean, you know what I mean? Like the community-wise, it's nice to know people.
Yeah. It can create drama if somebody gets frustrated, but whatever.
Lovely.
I remember, and you do too, because we played Ascension WoW, and you know we've been through this zone so many times, you know, because of Ascension. Remember, like when you do Hellfire, I mean, it's a like questing wise, it's huge.
Lovely.
Like you could be like level 63 before you even leave Hellfire, right? So it's gonna be really interesting to see whether or not I decide to do all the quests, and if I do, what level will I be? You know, when I even finish Hellfire. Because I came to Hellfire 57.
Yeah, and you were earlier into... Oh, no, you are doing some of the quests now, yeah.
I'm doing quests now just because, well, for money too. I want the money. And I want...
Yeah.
And the XP's good. So,
And there's some good quest drops, too.
and the gear, yeah, exactly. Upgrade my gear as well. But when I start getting, like when I get to Nagrand, I could totally just grind. And Grand's an easy area to just AoE mobs down. But yeah, a lot of... I need to figure out... But I'm going to want to do the dungeons, though. Just because I like them. I think they're fun. Like, they're quick. The nice thing about Burning Crusade is that the dungeons are actually, you know, pretty fast. You know, Hellfire and...
a good portion of them have some good exits once you get done with them. It's not like run all the way back through the dungeon when you get done.
Yeah, and the loot, and there's good upgrades for me, so... Because they'll have gem sockets, so I'll be able to, you know, specify or customize my gear a little bit better. You know, get more stamina and to make me better for AoE.
Yep.
Although I'm going to need money, I'm sure the gems are outrageously priced right now.
Yeah, it depends on what gem. So if you go for green
Stamina.
gems, better than
You know,
the
just...
gems that you get from the vendor in Honor Hold. Because there is a vendor that you can get like the really crappy gems for like $1.50 each.
Yep, I know the vendor.
And then you can get player crafted ones that are I think a lot of people are selling them for anywhere from like $2 to $6, depending on which
Well, that's not bad.
like how much demand they are in.
Yeah, that's
once you go
not
up to the blue one, those are barely coming onto the market. I think I saw those for about $30 each.
Yeah.
Again, kind of depending on which ones you're going for. I think the stamina ones are usually cheaper because only the tanks go after it, not DPS or farmers a lot.
Right,
And
right.
then you can get epic gems, but those are quite a bit more expensive. The last time I saw them, they were about 250 gold each, which
Yeah,
is
yeah, I never.
unusually high.
Yeah, I never go for epic gems when I'm leveling at all. I mean, I don't even go for blue gems. Usually the not. I mean,
Yeah.
blue if they're like if I can get them for like 15 gold or 10 gold. If it's it just depends, you know.
Yeah, I only do blue gems still right now at
Yeah.
most. But epic gems are just barely happening because people are starting to run raids or converting some of their badges into gems. It's 15
Mhm.
badges per epic gem, uncut epic gem. So
Mhm. Mhm.
it's going to be a little while before those go into any kind of price decline. It's going to be super expensive right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Here's another 60 doing these. Oh, yeah, I think she's 60. Cassandra or can't Cassandria. Yes, if I can get another person to help me knock out these worms, that makes me very happy.
Yeah. I like grouping up for the kill quest because I don't have to worry about competition.
Yeah. I just don't like grouping with DKs because they make me feel inferior. Because then I just feel so inferior. I'm like, oh my god. It's like, I thought my character was okay, but now I got this DK in my grip and I just feel like now my character sucks.
Lovely.
Man, that shield hit for 1228. Nice. How many do I need? I still need 2 more. But she helped me kill about 3 of them. So. And of course, that paladin was doing way more damage than me. Everybody does more damage than me.
Lovely.
That's the way of the protection paladin. You don't do a lot of damage, but not too many people can pull like 20 mobs like you can.
Yeah. The other thing is, essentially, if you get a healer and you pull that many, you will be doing more damage than them because you're doing 60% of their damage to all the mobs simultaneously.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Well, okay. I need a trainer too at 60. That's going to cost me a little bit of money probably. All right, I'm done with that quest. Need to pick up these silly gears all over the ground. You know, there was I don't know, videos about people talking about, how MMOs are different now. Like people that play MMOs they approach them differently than they used to. And I used to disagree with some of those videos. And one of the things was that people would say, well, people don't have the same amount of time to play MMOs. And I used to always disagree with that because I'm like, you make the time, right? It's your time. You can spend as much time as you want. I mean,
Yeah.
if like when I like if you're in college, you still had to go to class, and if you have a job, you have to go to job. I mean, even when you're in college, a lot of times people work. So I always kind of disagreed with that to some degree. But I will say that in the old days, like I definitely, of course, maybe before I was married. Like if I wasn't married, this probably wouldn't be the case. But before I was married, I mean, I'd come home from work and course, I still do this to some degree, but I'd come home from work, you know, and I'd play from like 6 p.m. until like almost 6 a.m. the next day, just farming ore. Like I'd be getting Serenite ore, you know, Ice Crown,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like that, and I didn't even mind doing that. I was like, oh, I actually enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I do think that I don't enjoy that stuff quite as much as I used to. I don't enjoy like spending 6 hours mining ore, you know.
Yeah.
And I think also part of that is because it's easier to get money and just buy the ore than, you know, because people are so
Yeah.
much better
Exactly.
now at people are so much better now at, I guess everybody's better now at making money, you know, understanding
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't be surprised
yeah.
if a lot of the people that are selling it have like some second account alt that's with like two characters on that account that are like a rogue druid that goes through instances so they have no competition and just farms them until they get instance capped and then switch to the other two and do it again.
Yeah, yeah. And Cyril says not only that, but it's harder to farm the ore too. Well, and then Fat Frost says the benefit of being old and waking up before him.
Mhm.
It's just a little different, you know. I kind of like. I mean, I would like to be able to do it the way I used to,
Talk to me.
but I feel like because I'm married that I don't want to piss off the wife, you know. Let's see. Strike rating, spell power. Necklace is much bigger improvement for me. My necklace sucks. Yeah, I think that, and Cerrone makes a good point there. The more people know the locations, you know, more people know where all the ore is. So, you know, people are and have add-ons and stuff, and they're going right to where the ore is. So it is a little bit more difficult to farm. Then you start getting to a situation where the people that are like druids and that have flight form are at an advantage because they can grab it, get going really quickly. And you know, if you're competing
Mhm.
against them, it can be a little bit difficult because everybody knows, like you said, everybody knows exactly where the ore locations are. So
Yeah, that's actually one thing that has made me really think about
What can I do for you?
leveling a
leveling up.
rogue,
Oh, rogue. Okay.
just because of how good they are at instance farming if you're doing like
See you
herbing
around.
and mining, because you can go to the instances and or skinning it in
Mm-hmm.
Rin Wrath. There's the Oculus. You can go and kill a lot of the little non-elite dragons inside the instance, and you have zero competition because you're inside of an instance.
Mm-hmm.
And if you kind of need to, you just run out. And if you're rogue, you vanish. And if you're a sub rogue, you have better stealth
Yeah,
overall, better
you
stat.
do.
You have a second, you can reset your cooldowns. So
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm
rogues is
not
sort
gonna
of
get
the
this. Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm not yet ready to replace my flurry axe with a sword reward from quest because I've done it before and flurry is still better. So at this point it is. Once you get to around 63, we'll start to see better weapons. Yeah, no, yeah. But it's not that I don't want to spend that. I mean, it's like I would love to be able to spend the time, like in the game, spending like hours and hours and hours doing what I used to do. But I guess in a way, I guess I hate to admit it, but I guess I don't have as much time as I used to.
Mm.
Only because I'm married. If I wasn't married, that would not be the case. So, let's see. Seth Gormus burn. Am I really gonna?
Sadly, there's no fast one-hander unless you go
Yeah,
dagger.
yeah. And I can't use paladins. Can't use daggers. So,
I tried to link you something, but I accidentally whispered to somebody else who was speaking to me.
oh yeah, the gladiator was that a sword?
Yeah, that one you can get for 9,500 honor, which
But it's too
is
slow. I mean, it's good, but it's
yeah,
2.6. It's like, man, you know,
yeah. That's the
so
only
slow.
downside is there's not really a good fast one-hander.
Yeah.
See. The offhands are fast, but they're offhand, so it doesn't really work out that way.
Yep. So said he said he gets sore if he doesn't get up every half hour and kind of move around. I don't really get sore. Sometimes I have a little trouble like sitting in the chair for like 8 hours straight, but a lot of that's just breaking in my chair. To be honest, it sounds funny, but once the chair is breaks, when I got this new computer chair, I really had trouble like playing for like 4 or 5 hours.
Lovely.
But then once I kind of break the chair in, for whatever reason, it seems a lot better. Anyways, yeah, I can usually play. For me, it's usually about 4 hours. After about 4 hours playing, I like to take a break, get up, walk around, do something.
Lovely.
I definitely can't sit in my chair anymore like 8 hours straight. I have to take a break.
Yeah, that's where my sit stand desk kind of comes in handy, is that I
Lovely.
can
Yeah, stand up.
a little bit when I'm getting kind of sore of sitting.
Yeah, definitely. Here, let's just. It's a lot easier. Just kill all these mobs. If we can, hopefully.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Oh, just trying to get this herb, and these mobs keep aggroing to me. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, that area, that Legion front area that you don't like. When I
Mhm.
got there on my DK course, I was there at 59 with
Yeah.
really good gear, but I think I pulled like 8 or 9 mobs right off the bat.
Mhm.
It was on Holy Spec, not Frost, and it not only survived, but I think I came out with like 80% HP.
Yeah, DKs is just. I can't even play a DK because I'll know I'll like it, and I'll be like, why am I playing a paladin when I can play a DK? You know what I mean? But I do like paladins. There's a lot of stuff about paladins to like, but DKs are really
they're
good.
strong.
The DKs are really good. I played DK in the original Wrath. I played a DK for a lot. I played it quite a bit, so I was actually a really good tank with a DK.
Mhm.
So you've heard my DK story, where the guild master from another server said that I was the best DK tank he'd seen. He's like, you're the best DK tank I've ever played with. He's like, you should come over to my server. He wanted me to come to his server and join his guild and basically be the DK class lead. And I was like, no, I'm not changing. I'm not changing servers, So it was funny. Good times. All right. Now what do we need to do? So that quest is done.
But yeah, when you get your inscription up, that asshole has now bought out the other person's Glyph of Pestilence, which is the other minor glyph that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both up for about 45 gold right now.
Dude, I can't. I tried to level it up, and I was like really hitting
A plateau.
a plateau. Yeah, I just didn't have enough herbs. I mean,
Mm.
I was really like, I'm gonna have to spend some time urban or buying stuff. I'm gonna get myself killed here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I definitely well, I wasn't. I was herbing as I was leveling, but I wasn't herbing a lot, and so I definitely hit a plateau where it's like I don't have the right herbs I need to keep leveling. So I don't know if I just want to buy herbs or what. What I'm gonna do. So.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I don't think so. Yeah, Cerulean, yours is no. Mine was like way behind. I'm like, I don't even want. I don't even want to tell you guys what it is. It's so embarrassing. You know what I mean? It's like, my inscription is 60. Well, no, my herbalism is 308, but my inscription is 69. So Now I have lots of herbs, but I think I'm missing. There's an area there where I'm missing like a certain section, certain type, you know. So
Yeah.
so I'm either gonna have to buy it or do some farming, and I just haven't wanted to spend time doing that right at the moment. So
Safe travels.
And once you get up to max level, you'll be able to save up your money and get epic flying pretty easily.
mm-hmm.
And then you'll really be able to farm, especially with
Yeah.
Crusader Aura.
Yep.
Interest you on a pint?
Well, my latest Heroic Mansions of Terrence run today, I got the Orb of Sindorai.
Good.
Oh, now you can turn into a horde. Oh, is that what that was? It? Yeah.
Yeah, it turns into a Blood Elf.
Nice. That's actually a fun item.
It doesn't last very long. I wish it would have a better uptime, but oh.
Mm-hmm. But you can see, even just doing these quests, if I was just not doing these quests right now and just doing that little spot that I farm for XP, I would actually be a much higher level right now. There's no doubt about it.
You haven't turned in your quest yet, though.
I just turned in one. I still no. I turned them all. I have. Yeah. Yeah. I only have one more to turn in. I have one more to turn in yet, but yeah, I'm only like halfway through to 60, and I was flying, you know. And I kill these mobs over here, these undead. We're gonna go over there and farm again here real quick. I probably should have done that to begin with, because you know, doing these quests at 60 is going to be easier than doing them at 59. But
Lovely. 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 You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. 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 Lovely.
yeah, that's kind of where I was at, Cerulean. Stuck with the the tier right after the beginner herbs is kind of a easy one to kind of get screwed up on. Especially with the XP boost on this server, you level right past it. That's the problem I ran into. But man, this spawn right here is fantastic. I can do this all day long, guys. Just these guys just keep spawning. I'm looking at all the corpses at my feet.
Are you a Captain America wannabe?
No, no, definitely not. No, I did not steal that. I was saying that long before Captain America was ever saying anything like that. Long before he ever said that in the movies, you know. Honestly, it comes from FPS Doug. If you guys haven't seen that, I'm sure you probably have. I'm stealing that from FPS Doug. Let's see.
Okay, but what are you doing with the knife? What do you mean? Run faster with the knife. Boom, headshot! I can dance all day! I can dance all day! Try to hit me! Try!
Right there, he just said. He goes, I can dance all day, I can dance all day, try to hit me.
Hit me, come on! Boom, headshot, yeah! Yeah! Dude! Take that, bitch!
Yeah, FPS Doug is a legend. Legend. Alright. No more undead? Come on, guys.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Oh, girl, I'm clicking. I hate it when I click on something and I don't know if I missed it or what. Yeah, I wasn't able to sell those Blade of Titans. I listed them twice, and honestly, it's like 90 silver just to list it. I hate that. I hate how expensive it is to list weapons in the auction house. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why they do it like that. You would think they would want to promote people listing stuff. I think another thing too, I think back in the day when you played MMOs, like at least for me anyway, like you weren't trying to min max, you weren't trying to be like the best. You weren't trying to have like the best. You were just playing to have fun, you know. So you did stuff in ways that weren't the most efficient because you didn't know any better. You're just like, oh, this is fun. I'm gonna go out here and farm ore for 8 hours. When honestly, you could have just done other stuff, got a bunch of money, and bought the ore probably, and it would have been more efficient. But you didn't know any better, and it was still fun. Like not knowing, I think in MMOs can be a really good thing sometimes because knowing everything, you feel like, at least for me, and I think I'm probably not. I think a lot of people probably aren't like this, but for me, if I know how to do everything, then I feel like I have to be efficient. You know what I mean? Like if I know how to do stuff, I feel like I should be efficient, and if I'm not being efficient, then I'm playing wrong, and that can be stressful. I actually get stressed out sometimes. I'm like, well, I know exactly which quest to do and in what order, and I should be getting this shit done quick because I know what I'm doing. And if I'm not getting it done quick, then I feel like, like I'm, I get stressed. I get a little bit stressed about it. I'm like, what are you doing? But when you don't know everything, you don't even care about that. You're just playing. You're just having fun,
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I have a hard time playing with a lot of other people, because they're so focused, and maybe they're younger and they don't have a lot of other things going on in their life, and they're just like, all I do is play WoW, and you know what I mean? And I can't really play like that. Why am I in combat? Why am I in combat? You are in combat with what? I'm like, okay, now I'm not in combat. All right. I'm just trying to get this stupid quest where you have to pick up all these Zeppelin debris. Another
Yeah, that was annoying.
another annoying quest, right? Hang around, picking up debris. But thankfully, I'm almost done. The worst quest is when you get to Nagrand and it's like, kill 30 of these and 30 of these. It's like...
I think they nerfed that near the end of TBC.
Yeah, they did.
You only need...
I think they did. But it probably is nerfed in this, I hope. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you only need 15? 12?
Yeah.
15? I think it's 15. But I think even in TBCC it was, because they used the ones that were at the end of TBC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think they did nerf that too. I think you're correct.
Yeah,
And that
the same thing was like, it was 30, but
yeah,
when we did it, it was not.
And that was another thing. When I played Burning Crusade, I actually bought the Burning Crusade. Like, I bought the most expensive Burning Crusade, package. I've got the big stand-up bookcase, whatever. I even bought like the Burning Crusade questing guide. There was like an extra book you could buy that was at GameStop. I actually bought it at GameStop, right? I bought that, and I had that out next to me on my desk, looking at like, and it had like the zones and where mobs were in the zones and like little tips and tricks. It was like a tips book basically, huh?
The guidebook.
It was like a guidebook that was sold the same day as the game was launched, and I don't have that anymore. I don't. It was such low quality, like paperback. It just totally like fell apart, to be honest. But it was those days were so different. I had this book and I'm like trying to go through these zones, and it was brutal. The first time you played TBC, like leveling was very slow. Like, it was actually really slow. Quests like that where you had to kill 30 mobs and stuff. And just also the server was just so packed. Like the queue times were huge. Get into the server, and then when you got in, you were fighting. It was that typical thing. You're fighting, like my server was maxed, like constantly maxed. So when you were trying to do any quest, you were always in competition with tons of people. So it was very slow to get quests done. Yeah, I'm sure the guy was out. I don't know, dude. This is way back when. Remember TBC, man? This is back in the days when I was a complete noob. I'm still a noob, but back then I was really a noob.
I'm not certain that I actually played on the launch of TBC, to be honest. I think like
Well, it was terrible.
I got annoyed with like the level 60 stuff, so I kind of stopped playing for a while.
Okay.
And then I think I finally got the expansion. I don't really have memories of either queue times or having real difficult is getting in. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
loading in, that could have just been my server because I know at that time my server was very low pop.
Yeah.
Moving to a different server on Wrath, I think.
Well, it was funny because they offered free realm transfers going into TBC, and so me and my infinite wisdom, because I was on Doomhammer, which is an original beta realm, and back at that time, Doomhammer was a very popular server. It was actually very full. And I said, well, they're to offer these free realm transfers to Terracar. And I said to my brother, let's just transfer our characters over to Terracar. It's totally free. He's like, yeah, sure. And then hopefully we won't have these big queue times. Well, apparently everybody else had the same idea. So Terracar was massively full. And also they had the brilliant idea of having the Horde of the Alliance start in the same zone, which is a terrible idea, but absolutely awful idea. And that made it worse.
They didn't do that again in Wrath.
Yeah, they did not.
Well, they gave you two options, not necessarily that everyone from both factions had to start there, but you can choose to start here or there. So that was nice.
Anyway, so yeah, so it was very slow leveling, like, you know, but it was fun. I remember it took me quite a while to get to 70. It probably took me like 10 days maybe. You know, like, I mean, now people do it in like what, a day or whatever. I think it probably took me like a week, maybe a week. It probably took me like 7 to 10 days.
Yeah. I know that the TBC experience is nerfed a little bit, but
yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then on top of that, you have 50% bonus. So.
Well, I remember. Yeah, but I remember in the original TBC that the fastest people getting to 70, it was still taking them like, you know, like 3-4 days. You know. Back then, it still took them a few days to do it. It wasn't like they were doing it in a day. I mean, I'm sure there are people who probably were doing it in like 2 days maybe, but I don't think anybody was going 60 to 70 in a day. Not that I remember. Yeah, they didn't have all the strats they do now. Block, block, block. Oh my god. I just all of a sudden my character just decided to block everything. I must have blocked like 6 attacks in a row. That was great. That was great. It was just block, 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 block. That was funny. Ooh, kaboom. Yeah, there just must be a lot more XP to get to the next level from 59 to 60 because it's definitely going a lot slower. Even though I'm still getting good XP per kill. You know, I'm still getting like, 800 XP per kill, but that bar is not moving as fast as it was from 57 to 58. Well, there's a combo. I went from Exorcism into Avenger's Shield into Hammer of the Righteous. It's like biff, biff, biff.
There you go.
Big time damage. Do I need? I don't even know. Oh, I think I'm done with this quest. No, they're still coming after me. Do I need this person? They're dead anyway. Okay, no, I don't need them yet. I probably need the casters. Yeah, oh my god, I need like 9 more of these guys. Yeah. Didn't have the elite strat. Yeah, people didn't have all the strats figured out and everything. And
Lovely.
yeah.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Guys, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Which of those two would you prefer? That's the same. It's just the aesthetics.
Oh, this. You mean the between the two big swords?
Yeah. Well, one's a mace, but
Yeah, I
it's
see.
essentially just the aesthetics that are the difference.
Oh, I like the bone grinder a lot better. I think the bone grinders make much cooler. I've never liked that sword, that two-hand sword. I've never been a fan of the look of that one.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
why I went with the bone grinder.
Yeah, I saw your screenshot in Discord. Yeah, I like the bone grinder. I think that's way cooler.
Unfortunately, if I do end up getting the sword from Bill Jaden and Sunwell, it is the sword
Lovely.
look.
Oh, it
the
is?
sword model that I was playing to pretty much.
Right.
But it's an insane tank weapon because it's 75 stamina and it has 3 sockets on it. You can put
Oh,
if you
man.
do all epic gems, you can get another 45 stamina on it.
That's insane. Well, man, the respawn timer on these sorcerers is really good. I'm just gonna stand right here. Yeah, I think I don't like those swords. I'm not a fan of those. The end of it, the tip of it looks stupid. It's not functional. I mean, that's not. It's just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I like weapons that are, very traditional. That look very like medieval and just not crazy.
I could see maybe if it was like an axe and the end was more of an axe head, but like maybe even a
Yeah.
double-ended axe head, but with it being a sword and it just like what? So
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. They were spawning fast, and now they're not. Let's see. Should be similar.
Because in Unholy DK, I don't necessarily mind having sometimes having non-realistically functioning weapons,
Mm-hmm.
but I gotta at least try.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an good example here. I'm trying to kill these sorcerers, and there's like 4 other people here doing the same quest. But becoming a little bit annoying. Here we go.
Sorcerer's kills are a little bit annoying because they're ranged.
Yeah. Well, now that I've talented into Avengers Shield silencing people, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's helpful.
And plus, these are undead, so basically what I can do is, I hit them as soon as I start to cast. I hit them with Avengers Shield, which silences them, and then as soon as they start to cast again, I pop off Holy Wrath, which stuns them, because they're undead. So it's like I can completely prevent them from casting, and if I wanted to, I could Hodge them too. But yeah, that's why Paladins, against undead, Paladins are unmatched. I mean, nothing can compete with Paladins against undead. Normal undeads, once you start getting into like bosses and stuff, they magically start becoming immune to that stuff. You know what I mean?
I don't think they become immune, but you don't get the stun effect of it. So you can still do
Yeah.
like the crits and all that, but usually it's also they live long enough that your burst is evened out. So
Yeah, like this sorcerer just tried to cast 3 times on me and didn't get any of them off. Well, she did get the last one cast off, but that's alright. Okay, that quest is done, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we're getting closer to 60. 4 quests to turn. But I remember the first time seeing this zone, and you looked up at the sky, and you see those green tendrils of whatever, and this moving around. It was pretty cool. It was really cool. It was like, wow, this is a neat looking. Literally, the skybox is great, but the zone itself is kind of bland. But these of them are now. This should give me an item, right? Okay, so these pants have more armor, and they're 31 stamina, 21 strength, and they've got defense rating. Yes, probably better for me, I would imagine, since I like to AoE. I'm gonna lose intellect though, aren't I? Oh no, I just lose agility now. Choice then. Always hated the desert. Yeah, I think like these types of zones that they're just not done well. I really like what Ashes of Creation's doing. If you've seen some of the videos of Ashes of Creation, the deserts they're putting together, they actually look good because they're putting cactuses and stuff in there that just looks that livens up the zone a bit. And of course they've got the wind and things are moving in the wind and all that, but whatever. But their deserts look way better than any other MMO deserts I've ever seen.
Well, hey, HFP is not supposed to be a desert, though, yeah?
What is? Oh, no, I'm talking. Yeah, I know. He was saying desert or desolate. Desert or like desolate areas. All right, overcome the ghosts of Archmage. Okay, and we're going to get another necklace. This is good, though, because this is going to give me... I don't know, actually... Proof critical strike, increase spell power. I don't... Here.
Have a good one. You need something?
Here.
See you around.
Not really sure that those items are that great. I want something that has stats and spell power. I want something that's going to give me intellect, strength, stamina, and spell power. Is that too much to ask? Probably.
Have you tested, I think I may have asked you this, but have you tested if spell power is effective for you?
I have not tested it.
Because I know they've gone and essentially removed spell power off of a lot of paladin gear. Paladin tank gear specifically.
Well, but does this? It has to still affect your consecration, right? I would imagine. I can't. You know what I mean?
I don't know if they've changed the formula though.
Yeah. Well, here we can try it out. So, like for example, like right now, here we can reset my meter.
I imagine it would have to at least to some degree, considering that it's a baseline spell, so that it's available to the healer.
Like for example, I have 217 bonus damage. So, if we get rid of what are my items I have? Like increase spell power by 12. We get rid of my cloak, and then rid of my chest piece, which is that's gonna take off like quite a bit of spell power. Let's go ahead.
Ones that are like a comparison between just straight spell power and strength equivalent.
I don't. No, I don't.
That's what I'm curious on. Is like if you had something that was more or less equivalent.
Well, here I've got. No, I don't. I've got one that's got attack power. But I don't. Yeah, it's a male piece though. I'm just taking it off to see if it's gonna affect like my consecrate ticks. Let's take it. So if I pop consecration. All right. So consecration is averaging 80 damage per tick. Pretty much. So 80 damage per tick is what it looks like it's doing. Oh man, she just bashed my. This footman just shield bashed and interrupted my spell. That's awesome. I wish more mobs would do stuff like that. Alright, yeah, so consecration was averaging 79. So now let's equip my chest piece, which gives me 42 more spell power, and my cloak, which gives me 12. So that's 54 more spell power. Damage meter, and we'll go hit another footman. It's probably the same level. It's just a male footman instead of a female one.
I didn't even notice there was a difference.
Yeah, and you can see that consecration looks a little higher. It says average 83.
Yeah, so it's effective.
And then here, let's go back to it. Yeah, so 83 as opposed to what was it before, like 80, 79? Actually, it was 79 or 80. So it does look like it's adding more. So I'm going to guess that scales over the life of Consecrate. Let's see. Consecrate does 670 damage. So what I'm guessing is that's adding to the total. So like that extra, that 50, whatever it was, or 54 is adding to the top of 607. So then you divide that by however many ticks, 8 ticks. So actually, let's do the math real quick. Let's see if this works. It's not going to be perfect because I don't have all the spell power. Actually, we can do it with all spell power. We are at 217. And 217.
All of your
Yeah,
spells
all
are
of it. Yeah,
30
217. So it's 824. So 824 divided by 8. See, that came out to 103. So it's not a perfect. Not 100% then. Maybe it's like 90%. I don't know. But still, yeah, so it definitely makes a difference.
If you take off your gear and look at the tooltip, does it update
The tooltip.
on your consecrate?
Oh,
Tells you how much damage.
yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look. If that does that, then that would explain why it's different. Consecrate. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't change it. It shouldn't change it. Now 603. Oh, it did. 607. Wow. So 578. So 6. So we've got 607. And what was it? 578. 607. So what? That's 22 plus 7, 29. So 29, and then this is 42. So 29, 42. So that's about 69% of what so you're getting about 69% increase, I guess. Like if you had like 100 spell power, I guess it would add 69 damage to the consecrate overall, I guess. So yeah, definitely, yeah. It's not 1-to-1 like we would see in vanilla. I don't think vanilla would be 1-to-1. I think. I cycloned him. I love that. I love it when my 6 demon bag does shit like cyclone. It's so funny looking. Wait. Invite. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Alright, there you go. Oh, shit. Okay, done with that quest. Leave party. Alright. And these quests get boring because I've done these a lot. These Hellfire Peninsula I find to be probably the most boring zone because it's the one you've done the most, you know.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to do anything special with these guys? Hold on a second here. Lead.
Lovely. Lovely.
kill him. My favorite kind of quest is kill somebody. It's not my favorite kind, but it's better than something like, oh, kill them when they're 20% health and use this item on them. And then, you know, or what was the one in the Theramore Island? Kill them, but you have to be in the exact right location in the swamp. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, you're just over the edge of this boundary by like a couple feet.
Exactly.
That's a great one. I do like how it's so slanted, like the elevation. It almost feels like you're just gonna. Remember the first time you got to Hellfire Peninsula, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna fall off the world here.
Yep.
You know, that was kind of cool. Oh, I lost. Reset. Don't reset on me.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
Oh yes, they're spawning right on top. I love it.
You can
Love it.
kiss your ass
I love it when I
goodbye.
have to do a quest to kill mobs, and as I'm killing them, they're spawning on right on top of me. I'm like, perfect. I don't even have to move.
Lovely.
So I guess that's the difference when you get when we get older, we're just lazier. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have to work as hard as I used to, you know. Before I didn't mind working so hard, but now I'm like so sure. But nah.
Oh, I was trying to do
Ooh, level 60.
quest from. Oh, nice, Brad.
Thanks. I didn't know it was gonna give me the achievement. It kind of surprised me.
I went back to try to do the quest that's from that Temple of Talmud or whatever the name
Yep.
is. They
Mhm.
take a sanctified crystal and use it on these guys when they're sub like 20%.
Yes.
That crap so hard at level 70 in my gear level.
Oh, cause you're killing them too fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do it naked. You gotta take all your gear off, basically. Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely.
This is great though. They do keep spawning right on top of me, which I'm very happy about that.
Lovely.
And there's things that I don't know we'll be able to do. Like in the original, the other thing too is like 'cause people in the original expansion, people would do stuff like in Negron, they would fight for they would do the PvP and try to attack that central town in Negron.
Yeah.
And you would get Hala tokens by doing that, and with the tokens you could buy stuff. People probably don't do that stuff anymore because they don't see it as really worth it, and it really isn't worth it. But it's actually fun
Yeah.
though. But it's fun, you know what I mean? But it isn't really
I'll
worth
take your
it.
word for that because I never found it all that enjoyable, but I didn't.
It's fun if you get enough people doing it, because you're basically,
Yeah, I could-
you know, it's basically just PvP. It's open world PvP. You have masses of people trying to come in and attack the guards, and you're trying to help the guards defend the town. So it's actually pretty fun. But
Hmm.
it again, you have to have a lot of people doing it, and most of the time there wasn't. But I had a lot of fun doing it in the original, because when the game first came out, people did it because it was something new. They're like, oh, what is this? I can, you know, oh, there's people here. Let's you know, there was a lot of world PvP that went on. So
Lovely.
Yeah, I didn't. I played on a PvE server, so I didn't really see that.
oh yeah, that's
I believe
funny. I think Doomhammer, I think it was a PvE server, but then I went to Terracar, and I don't remember if Terracar was or not. even know. I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I'm done with that quest. I'm level 60 now, so now, you know, if I can get some of these quests, I should be able to... Oh, and I forgot to re-equip my chest piece. Oops. And... But I can do, you know, Hellfire Ramparts, but I want to make sure I have the quest to actually go in and do it.
Yeah.
So...
Talk to me.
Talk
You
to
should be
me.
able to just pick it up at this point.
Oh, and we've got the trinket. Look at this one. The Charm of Light increases dodge rating by 192. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, you'll be able to keep that until Monroe's trinket if you want.
It's a good trinket. It'll replace my 6 demon bag. But I'll have to keybind it to something. Usually I keybind it to control mouse wheel down, but I'm currently using Holy Wrath on that. I could bind it to my lifeblood. I could create a macro that does lifeblood and my dodge, because I figure whenever I'm going to heal. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to start making some macros. Hungry.
I'm gonna go get some food then.
Well, for dinner, all I had was... Well, I watched the football game, but that was at 1 o'clock, and I ate a buffalo chicken sandwich at about 2 o'clock. Then I came home, and all I ate when I came home was a little bit of pasta, which was just like feta cheese, some spinach pasta with onions, and I think not eggplant, something else in it. But it's not very healthy, but not very filling. Because the spinach pasta is very light. I don't know what necklace to get here. Do I want to get Crit Strike or... You ate 20 McNuggets and 9 pounds of fries. You did not, Sonic. Sonic is lying. What's up, Sonic?
Right.
He's lying. Improve critical strike, increase spell power. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think any of these are as good as what I have currently equipped.
What do you have?
Well, I mean, I have currently equipped a necklace that gives me 12 strength, 11 agility, and 16 stamina. The only one I would even think of replacing it is this one, but it gives improves crit by 15 and increase spell power by 16. But I'm like, yeah, but I lose 16 stamina and 12 strength. You know?
Yeah, I tend to, especially on a tank, I tend to prefer
Stamina and strength.
Stat thing. Stat is what I prefer.
You prefer what?
secondaries.
Stamina?
Stats? Yeah, well, stats in general. Like
Yeah.
just having raw stats.
Well, plus strength improves my amount of damage I block. I think it still does. So, you know what I mean?
For the Alliance.
Yeah, here, let's check it out. Yes, he increased attack power, but it also increases block value. So, I prefer to have more strength and stamina. You ate 20 McNuggets and 9 pounds of fries. Well, I would totally love to have some McNuggets right now. That sounds fantastic. Not McDonald's, though. I want some, like, Popeyes. Oh, they're opening up a Popeyes chicken close to me. I'm so excited. I love Popeyes chicken strips, man. They're so good. So fucking expensive, though. But they're really good.
I don't think I've.
Hey there.
You gotta have Popeyes. Get here. We're gonna pull it up just so you know what they look like, because they're awesome. Popeyes chicken strips.
I think they have done a Popeyes, but I don't think I did chicken strips. I just did their.
This
chicken.
is what they look like. They're crispy chicken strips. They're awesome. And you got to get the bold barbecue sauce. Oh, I'm just salivating thinking about it right now. The only problem is it's freaking expensive, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you get like if you get like 6 chicken strips, it'll be like 12. You get like $12 or something. I mean, they're big strips, but still, that's a lot of money for just 6 chicken strips. Oh, Sonic, he sent me a picture. Dude, Sonic, you're making me hungry.
See you around.
What are you looking for?
I think I prefer Raising Cane's over anything else I've had so far.
Life bless you.
You prefer what?
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's. What's that?
That's
Raising.
the name of the fast food
I've
like,
never heard of that.
It's similar to Zaxby's, but I find it a little bit better. I like their sauce a little bit better, but it's pretty similar to Zaxby's. I
I've
only
heard of
really
I've
saw
heard of
it back
Zaxby's, but I've
when.
never had it. I've heard of Zaxby's, but I've never had it.
Hmm.
Well, let's see. Should I upgrade my drinking water? 5100 versus
Yeah, you can probably get
yeah.
sparkling water. That'd work out pretty well.
You mean from like a mage?
When you said drinking water, I thought you meant your
Oh.
real life drinking.
Oh no! I was talking about in game. Should I upgrade to my filtered drainic water? Let's buy a couple. And Ravager Dog, we're gonna need that at some point. But cooking. I never heard of Cane's. Those two places you talked about, I've never had either. One I never heard of, and Zaxby's or whatever. I've heard of it, but never had it. I'm tired of doing quests, Blue. I'm tired of doing quests. Alright. I think we get these currencies. I want to see what we can get with this currency.
Can I help you?
So here you can get the Mighty Blood Garnet. 14. So with these Marks of Honor hold, you can actually get some gems. Ooh. You can get this for the ring.
PvP stuff.
Yeah,
Farewell.
Yeah, I think you can get a trinket that's supposed to give you a heal on kill.
Mm-hmm.
Like it heals you for like 200 every time you kill a mob, I think.
Crap.
Maybe more. I forget exactly what it was, but I couldn't figure out where it was. It's supposed to be a trinket.
Why does... I must be in combat. I need to go hit the trainer, I guess. Yeah. So there's probably no trainer here. I should probably just go to Shatrath. You think? Yeah, let's just run to Shatrath. I am getting very hungry. You know what? I'm getting really hungry. I don't think we have anything to... that wouldn't require me to actually cook something. I want, like...
Oh.
We used to buy like lunch meat. Like I'd go to get deli meat, but I found that stuff's not very healthy because they put so much sodium in that stuff. The Mark of Vindication?
The one I was thinking of was actually called Mark of Conquest, but
Mhm.
it's class specific, which explains why I never saw it when I went to go check out that area.
Oh yeah, I can't get that. Mark of Vindication I could get. Increases attack power, chance and spell hit to restore. Yeah, it's okay, but it's okay. And the mana would be nice. You gained 22 pounds since last year? Sonic.
The Mark of Conquest was the one that I thought was really good because it sometimes heals bearer for 90 to 120 when damaging an enemy in melee.
That would be awesome, yeah.
That's too bad it's class lock. That sucks. That
Yeah.
would've been awesome for your AoE stuff.
It would have been. I don't know if I can get past all these Ravagers without... I wonder how many of these I can kill. Let's just try to kill some of these guys. How many... Let's just probably get myself killed here. Let's see.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
No, I'm not having any issue killing these Ravagers. Or these... Yeah, Ravagers, I guess. Better than it's taking a while to kill them. They've really reduced the leash on the mobs. Have you noticed that? Like it's very hard to pull like a lot of mobs. Like the leashes aren't very long.
Yeah, I think it doesn't feel that unusually short to me.
It feels shorter. Yeah.
I don't normally do AoE, and
Mhm.
I don't do it a lot on private servers. On private servers, and
It just feels.
to begin with, like
Yeah.
especially on Turtle Bow, I was noticing that it had like a super long aggro range.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Unless the aggro range was definitely longer. Like I noticed that like when I was lower levels, like if I was like level 50, if I was like level 50 and the mob was like 60, I would expect that I could walk. I mean, if I was 60 and the mob was 50, I expected I could walk pretty close to not aggro. But in Turtle WoW, that wasn't the case. Mobs were aggroing quite. You know, the aggro range was bigger.
And now here you have to dance on front of their face.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like
Slap them with a
dancing.
weapon or something.
Yeah, I'm like jumping around, like trying to get him to aggro to me.
Lovely.
I thought these guys had dropped the eggs. Even I know you can loot the eggs off, get them off the ground, but I thought if you killed them, they dropped them too. They do. I guess they're just not dropping them.
Yeah, the bigger guys do, but it's not a very good chance.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, I hate that when I put up auras and I forget to switch it back to retribution aura.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
I popped my trinket. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Wait. So my dodge is 27.56
Nice.
with the trinket out.
Lovely. Lovely.
This would be a useful trinket then.
It is, yeah. It's very good. I've
Kiss your ass goodbye.
I've used it a lot in Ascension and lots of versions. Oh, and then here we go. Guess what's happening right now? I'm killing like 6 mobs to get the eggs, and the guy's flying right in on a mountain taking my eggs. He missed one, but there were 3 eggs here. He got 2 of them. He missed the other 2. It's like I'm sitting here killing like 5, 6 mobs to clear the area out so I can pick up the eggs. He just swoops in, level 63. Asshole. I would never do that. I would never do that to another player. I just think that's really bad etiquette.
I usually try to see if they're going for it, and I'll leave it alone if they are.
Yeah, I would never do that. I just think that's such bad form. Like, I'm obviously probably here. It's not like I'm just killing these guys to kill them. Yeah. But yeah, people have no shame. They're just like, oh, I don't care. And you know, and that wouldn't happen. Like, that didn't happen hardly ever in the original game. Like, people wouldn't do that. That was very rare you'd see that happen. But now it's like everybody's just like, fuck, asshole. Everybody's assholes, you know. It's like, that's one of the things that makes MMO not as fun. It's just the MMO community as a whole is so much worse than it used to be.
Lovely. Lovely.
All right, we have 2 unspent talents. So do we want Judgments of the Just? It's kind of more of a PvP ability. You know, it reduces the melee attack speed of the target by 10%. And reduces the cooldown of your hand.
Big for defensive wise, because that means the mobs don't attack you as fast.
Yeah, but it only works on mobs you've judged. It'd be so great if it worked on like, you know, it says reduces the cooldown of your Hammer of Justice by 5 seconds, which is pretty big reduction. That's Hammer of Justice.
On it anyhow.
That's Hammer of Wrath.
Oh.
Hammer of Justice. Okay, so right now it's 1 minute. So yeah, it's not a big deal, really. It's 55 seconds instead of 1 minute. I don't know.
Yeah, not that big of a...
No. And then... it also says it increases the duration of your Seal of Justice effect. But that, again, that's more of a PvP. This is more of a PvP thing, right? Because it's basically you can stun people more often. If you use Seal of Justice on like people trying to run away from you, it's going to reduce the effect time, and it also reduces their melee attack speed. So, and then if you've got Spiritual Attunement, passive ability that gives the paladin mana when healed by other people. Again, I'm not getting healed by other people too much, but I will eventually. So this would be good for tanking. So let's grab that. Yeah, I'll grab.
A lot of people only really do 1, but it's a little difficult to have your mana back. So I tentatively prefer 2.
Well, I mean, but this. Reset. But I think this is good, like Spiritual Attunement, for when I'm tanking, you know.
Yeah, I usually like to get 2 points in that, but I spend a lot of people that'll just do 1.
I'm definitely gonna grab one of these, and then we can get Hammer of the Righteous.
Oh yeah, Touched by Light increases your spell power by an amount equal to 20% of your strength, and increases the amount healed. There you go.
Yeah, I already have that 3 out of 3. That's a nice one.
I think that's what I keep thinking of when I think of no longer really needing spell gear.
Yeah, it's really good. And then, do I get Hammer of the Righteous now? I should the talent ability. I should, right? Yeah, I do. There it is. So the question is now.
Lovely.
Oh, I know what I used it for. I just remember my keybind. I know what I did.
What?
I used S and Shift S. So, like, yeah. I was just trying to remember, like, because I was using, like, Shift D as Hammer the Righteous, but now, yeah. But now what we can do is... Yeah. But it's a Blessing of Sanctuary. I can use the S key. And then S. And then Shift S should still work. So I'm sure I don't have that keybind. Okay, cool. I was just trying to change my keybinds up a little bit here.
Hmm.
I wanted to make sure Hammer of the Righteous was on a good keybind, and D key is a great keybind for me. So go D, and it has to be something I can see so I can monitor the. It's ready. Let's try it out. Let's pull some mobs and bash them with Hammer of the Righteous. I want to get more than one mob. Come on, guys. They're all dead. I find that when I'm in Burning Crusade content, that once I get out of Hellfire Peninsula, I always feel like this weight has been lifted off my shoulders, you know, because I don't really like that zone, and it's a very long zone. I mean, there's a lot of quests in Hellfire Peninsula.
Yeah, to get the lore master portion for Hellfire Peninsula, you have to do 80 quests in there. It's
Yeah,
not quite all of them, but it's the vast majority of them.
a lot. Yeah. Oh, you know where we are? Are we close to the?
Whereas in Zangermarsh, it's 54.
Yeah. Spiders. What level are these? Oh, level 30. Okay, maybe not. Let's kill this Timberwood. I want to try out my ability and see how much damage it does.
But that pales into comparison of Netherstorm's 120. The Netherstorm's cool to look at.
Yeah, it's alright. Damage does it do? Hammer the current target and up to 2 additional targets. Well, they're hit for 290 damage on a crit, so that's not too bad. Yeah, so it's hitting pretty good. Let's try.
Hammer the Righteous?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how much damage it does. Let's do one more
I
mob.
think it hits all mobs in front of you, though. So
Yeah, it does, exactly. It's why it's so good for AoE.
yeah, so it's not going to be...
Basically, it hits the current target and up to 2 additional targets. So it's basically the same as like Seal of Command. Seal of Command does the same thing.
I thought it was better than that. Weird.
Well, that's what Seal of Command does, though. Well, Seal of Command, like, it hits the target plus, I think, 2 additional. I believe, so.
No, I believe you. For some reason,
think.
it was all like an AoE instead.
Alright, let's try it. Can't use that while pacified. Oh, crap. I've been pacified by the Terramoth.
Those moths are annoying.
They're very annoying. Yeah, so Hammer the Righteousness hit for 320 there. Oh, I just hit the other mob. Another mob came by. Oh, too funny. Let's see.
Lovely.
Can't do that while pacified. Alright, so Hammer the Righteous. It's averaging 342. Let's compare that to melee. My melee average is 77. So it hits way harder than just a regular melee attack.
Do you have one of the weapons that you got from the quest?
Mm-mm. What do you mean, like what? Just like I'm still using the flurry axe.
Well, I realize that, but I'm just curious.
Do I have
what
one?
the
No.
difference is.
No, I don't have one. I got a sword at one point, but I think I sold it. I think. Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, I'm basically what I'm looking for is hopefully to get like a blue sword.
Yeah.
Like I think there,
Based
I
off of the
think there's
quest, it
one.
makes me curious.
I think there's one in
Is it-
Hellfire. Not Hellfire Abyss, but in Hellfire Ramparts. I think there's a one-handed blue sword off the first boss. Pretty sure.
2.6 speed.
What is it? 2.6? Oh, Josh.
How
Shit.
are you? Safe travel.
2.6 sucks. Okay, so why are we here? Why did we come here? I don't think there's a paladin trainer here. Is there?
No, you gotta go to Sharath and go to a city.
Yeah, we just want to come here to get the fly path and use the portals. Yeah.
Is that your Hearthstone there?
Should I set my Hearthstone here? Probably should.
I think you may have to do Aldor. 'Cause I don't know if you can do the quest to choose. But
I don't think I have to do the quest just to set my Hearthstone. I don't believe. Plus, there's other inns too. There's even inns down below that aren't Aldor. I think.
I went looking for those, and I've never been able to find them. But I believe you.
I think. Well, let's take a look. I mean, I know where I think one is. I could be wrong, but I know where I believe one it to be. But let's see if it's there, because I could just be wrong.
I always thought there was one there, and
I thought there
can't
was.
find it lately.
Maybe not. There was one. I mean, there's a mailbox here, which normally there's a mailbox by the inn, but
Yeah.
yeah. Where am I at? Then there should be one more here. Huh. Yeah, no. Oh, there's a physician. Oh, no, no. There's a physician up here. I want to see if I can do my first aid.
Hey there.
No, I can't, and it's not even available. It's not even on the unavailable list either. So, Well, I guess not. I couldn't. It's not where I thought it would be. So. Oh, here's Dirty Larry. I don't think I've ever talked to Dirty Larry before.
Hey there.
How's it going? Sad. Here's the Skeksis. They call them Sketas. It's such a ripoff from the Dark Crystal. Those are Skeksis. Alright, here's the Aldor. Let's see if I can... Okay, that's the Aldor Quartermaster. Okay. Do I have to do the quest? I might have to.
I'm surprised you can't go up to Aldor and set your Hearthstone there. That's what I was doing on the PTR.
Oh, the Aldor. Well, I'm at...
No, you got to go up to Aldor Rise. The inn's not up down there. That's their bank.
Alright, let's go to the Aldor Rise. What faction do I want to be? Aldor or Scryers?
I
For a
think because you
paladin.
can't do the quest, you're kind of stuck as an alliance using the Aldorian until you can do the quest.
Yeah, you do the quest. Okay.
And that's what I ran into, is that I
Did,
like, they weren't aggressive, but I couldn't
you could, yeah, you couldn't
set
talk.
my location.
Do you see how cool this horse looks compared to the stupid uh, paladin mount? I like this horse
My
much
horse
better.
looks cooler.
Probably. But this is better. I don't like the paladin mount.
One wishes to you. Seek the path of the light.
Okay, we are home. My hearth is my home.
Did that work for you?
Yeah, yep. Hearth here.
Awesome.
And let's see, what else can we do here? This. That might actually sell. Yeah, so I'm up to 230 gold now total.
Nice.
So I think
Almost,
before.
get the flying mount without any help.
Yeah. And when do I get that now? Can I get that now?
Yeah, you just have to be able to pay for it. So you probably have enough money for the training, but you'll need to get the mount as well. The mount itself is just 42 gold, 50 silver.
What's the training?
225, I believe.
Okay, well then let's not bother doing it yet because I can't. Between the mount and the training, I don't have enough. A little bit
Yeah.
short, so that's okay. Tired. Shouldn't be tired, actually. But I am. Hopefully our truck is supposed to be ready tomorrow. All the repairs to the truck. Which means
that'd
if
be
it
cool.
is, that means I have to take an Uber over there to get it today. And then of course I gotta pay $1,000 for the copay on the two, because we did two different claims on it, basically. But yeah, that'd be great because I'll get my car back because I've been carless for weeks. My wife's been using my car to go to work. Okay, training. This is gonna probably cost me some money. I hate
training's good, expensive.
I hate paying for training. It's always. My horse has purple eyes and my shield is purple. It's kind of interesting at night.
Nice.
Looks pretty cool. Like it's like a rear tail light. Got a rear tail light and headlights. This is gonna be too expensive. I just know this is gonna suck. Probably gonna be like 40 gold or something.
Light be with you.
All right, so consecration rank 5 is that's not bad. 3.9 gold, 700 damage, which is nice, and it's the same amount of mana, right? 332. Yeah, I see. It's like you have to train these things now because the mana is the same. Okay, so we just spent probably about 10 gold there. Holy light, you can do without that. Come to the defense. Yeah, sure. Avenger's Shield rank 2. Oh man, it's only 19 silver. That was cheap.
Alright,
And
man, I'm off for the night. I'll talk to you later.
Alright, man. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Alright, then we get the greater blessings, which are kind of only really needed when it comes to dungeons. Shield. Ooh, holy shield. What's the difference here? Does 157 holy damage versus only 116. Ooh, that's nice. Hammer of Wrath. Actually, so train's not going to cost you that much because we'll grab the Hammer of Wrath, but that's about it. I don't think we really don't need anything else. These other things are all nice, but they're not like not necessary. Yeah, maybe fire resistance ore would be good.
Be careful.
Deal with a lot of fire. Outlands. Alright, so Enter Shield rank 2. Yes, Holy Shield rank 3. Hammer of Wrath should be 3. Fire Resistance Ore should be 3. Inspiration rank 5. Cool. Six. You always have to check because you never know which one. You never know which one of these upgrade automatically. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them might have macros, some of them don't have macros. Righteous Defense. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. Actually, we've done the Z keys fine for now. So not too bad. Well, just the Holy Shield and the Consecration upgrade is going to dramatically increase my DPS output. So those two things are going to give me a lot more damage. And then, of course, Hammer of the Righteousness. So now my AoE is going to be even better. Is there anything else we need to do while we're here? I want to hit the Inscription Trainer.
You need something?
69. Okay, so we definitely
Go with honor, friend.
need to get Moonglow ink. Comes from Peaceloom, Silverleaf, and Earthroot. Still the low-level herbs.
Hello.
What do I do with Dusky Pigment?
See you later.
What do you do with Dusky Pigment? What is it called? Dusky Pigment. Well, you craft something, right? It's alabaster pigment. Ivory ink is alabaster. Well, what the hell's Dusky then? Apparently not anything that I have yet. Okay.
something?
It's for Midnight Ink. Yeah, I don't think I've learned how to make Midnight Ink yet. I've got a ton of ivory ink.
Safe travels.
Ugh.
Day to you.
I even have a bag.
Have a good one.
Trying to get all my herbs out of here. That's so. Well, ink. And this takes ink. This is just the Guild Wars 2. This is just Guild Wars 2 UI. You know, it's got different things you can do, like show profession bag coloring, show junk icon, reverse bag order. You can compact icons. You can separate bags if you want, or you can not do that, which is great. And then there's the gold here. If you hover over gold, it'll tell you how much gold you have across all your characters. And gold earned this session, 49 gold. Gold spent this session, 21 gold. It also, like I said, does the auto sort here. Click the button here, it'll sort. Moonglow. So do that to compact it. I typically like it not be compacted, but it does look a little bit on the big side. I kind of like it that way.
Well met.
Need help?
Yeah, Midnight Ink is 75, so
King's honor, friend.
yeah, that's we finally got the minor inscription research. Which is good. So I'm not sure what happened. What did we get? It says when we did minor inscription research, we just got some more vellums or something, I guess. I guess that's all that happened. Create a random scrolls in an effort to discover a new minor glyph. Looks like all we did was create some armor vellums. Okay, so 80.
Light bless you.
Got glyph of drained soul. Need to create midnight ink. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be able to make a lot of midnight inks. You saw we had a lot of dusky pigment. So let's go do that.
How are you? Safe travels.
Almost water walking for locks. Yeah, well, let's see if this glyph of drained soul sells for any money.
You need something?
It is a minor glyph, right? Oh no, it's dirt cheap, selling for 79 silver. Ah, great. Oh, we can actually mill this now. Huh? Yeah.
King's honor, friend.
Eight stamina and 6.
Farewell.
and trade.
You need something? Go with honor, friend.
Now it's like, which one sells for the most, you know?
Greetings. For the Alliance.
Oh my god. Silver. Two silver. None of these are really worth anything because these are the ones that were trained by the trainer, so it doesn't really matter.
Greetings. Safe travels. Light be with you. Be careful. Well met. Safe travels.
Ah.
Need help? Go with honor, friend. King's honor, friend. Be careful.
That inventory getting totally full. All right, I'm going to bed, guys. I'm falling asleep. What is this? What is this? Oh, the Ravager Egg quest. Yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. But yeah, we're starting to level up inscription. See where we can take it. You guys have a good night, though. I'm out of here, man. Peace out. Till next time. Later.